All right, let's get right into it. If you're a contractor, you already know how to build things that last. But what about your business? Well, today, we're going to crack open the playbook on how to build a rock-solid online presence, one that gets you found by the customers who really need you.
So let me just ask you a straight-up question. When a homeowner in your town has an emergency, a burst pipe, a broken AC, and they grab their phone, who are they finding? Is it your business? Or is it the other guy down the street? Honestly, this is probably the most important question for your business today.
Because, let's be real, the days of flipping through the yellow pages are long, long gone. The battle for local customers, it's won and lost on Google. Your customers have a problem, and their very first move is to search for a solution. And what that means is simple. You have to be the solution they find.
So how do you make sure you show up right when they need you? Well, the answer isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a strategy. It's called search engine optimization, or SEO for short. This is exactly how you go from being basically invisible online to being the first call that customer makes. Let's break that down. Just forget all the technical jargon you might have heard. At its heart, SEO is just the process of making your website the most helpful and trustworthy answer for Google when a potential customer is looking for what you do. It's really that simple. It's about being seen.
Now, this brings up a really crucial point. SEO's job is to get the right people to your website's front door. But there's another piece to the puzzle: conversion rate optimization, or CRO. That's all about making sure your website is so clear and convincing that those visitors actually pick up the phone. See how they work together? First you get the traffic, then you turn that traffic into a real lead.
Okay, let's get into the game plan. We're going to break this down into 3 core plays, 3 things you can start doing right away to start winning online. And we'll start with the very foundation of your digital presence. Our first play is absolutely non-negotiable. Look, you could have the best services in town, but if your website is slow, clunky, or insecure, you're losing the game before it even starts. We've got to get the fundamentals right.
So here are 3 quick checks you can do right now. First, is it fast? Because a slow website is a closed website. People will just leave. Second, how does it look on a phone? Pull yours out and check. Most of your customers are searching on mobile, so that's what matters most. And third, is it secure? That little HTTPS at the start of your web address, that's a huge trust signal for both your customers and for Google.
Let's move on to play number 2. This is all about what's actually on your website, your content. It has to do more than just list your services. It needs to be the best, most helpful resource for a customer who has a problem. You need to answer their questions before they even have to ask.
So how do you know what they're asking? Well, you look at what they're searching for. Think about the difference here. Someone searching for plumber could just be browsing, but someone searching for emergency 24-hour plumber for burst pipes in any town, wow, that person has a serious problem right now, and they are ready to hire somebody. That's the search you want to show up for.
And here's a quick checklist to make that happen. Your page titles, think of them as your headlines for Google. Your meta descriptions are like the little ad that convinces someone to click your link, not your competitors. And create helpful content, like blog posts, that answer common questions. Then, just use links within your site to guide them from that helpful article straight to your contact page.
Okay, on to our third and final core play: building online trust. In the real world, you build trust with a good reputation and word of mouth. Online, you do it with links. See, when another reputable website links to yours, it's like a vote of confidence that tells search engines you're the real deal.
So how do you get these votes of confidence? Well, you can start with the basics. Get your business listed in local directories like Yelp or HomeAdvisor. Then, think about partnering up with other local pros. If you're a roofer, team up with a painter you trust. You can even write helpful articles for industry blogs. These are all proven ways to build up your authority online.
So now we've got our core plays down. Let's talk about the single most important strategy for any contractor. I'm not kidding. This is the game-winning tactic that pulls everything together and drives real, local leads to your business.
And here it is, the bottom line. You're a local business. Your customers are searching locally. Every single time someone searches for plumber near me or electrician in any town, that is your moment. That is your opportunity. Winning those searches is everything.
And your #1 tool for winning this local game is your Google Business profile. You know, that map listing that pops up in the search results. It has to be perfect. Your name, address, and phone number need to be 100% accurate everywhere. You need great, high-quality photos of your work, a full list of your services, and, this part is huge, you need a constant flow of new,
positive customer reviews. I want you to think of it this way. Online reviews and local directory listings, they are your new word of mouth. It used to be your neighbor telling you about a great contractor they used. Today, it's a stranger reading 5-star reviews on Google. This is how trust is built in 2024, plain and simple.
So you're running the plays, you're focusing on local, but how do you know if you're actually winning? Well, just like in any game, you have to keep score. You have to measure what actually matters so you can get better over time.
This is your scoreboard. Don't get bogged down in a million different numbers. Just focus on these 4. First, are more people finding you through search? That's your organic traffic. Second, are you showing up for those valuable search terms we talked about? Those are your keyword rankings. Third, and maybe most important, are those visitors actually calling you? And finally, is your online authority growing?
And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? What gets measured gets improved. This isn't about just throwing a website up and hoping for the best. It's about having a clear plan, executing on it, and tracking your progress. Because right now, your next best customer is out there, and they are searching for you.
So, after going through this playbook, I've got one last question for you. Take a good, honest look at your business, at your website, at your online presence. What's the very first play you're going to run? What are you going to do to start getting found and getting hired?